Research. The stock was up almost 90% today, Pete, because they had an ultra rapid antidepressant effect that was so much better than the placebo. Of course, placebo had no effect at all. This had nearly a 60% immediate effectiveness for this antidepressant. That's pretty cool because obviously when people are depressed, some really bad things can happen because your mind ain't right when you're in a deep depression. But if something can get you out of it pretty quick, like this one looks like it could be a pretty high demand product.
They average 75,000 shares a day, right? That sounds like a decent number, except for today where they're looking at 7 million shares were trading in the first 2 hours, John. I mean, there was some turnover in this son of a gun. It was up 80% plus or whatever. They don't have it's not a huge company, but I like what I see in terms of what they're doing from a cash burn perspective, what they've got in terms of cash against the debt and everything else. This thing is wired to do pretty well into the future, and they've got plenty of room when you consider that the free cash flow or cash burn actually is as small as it is. And I think that's something huge. They don't have a whole lot of in the pipeline. They've got maybe 4 different types of treatments that they've got that they're working on trying to get out into the public. Everything seems to be basically in tier 2, let's call it A and B. They sort of split it up now, John, to some degree. So this one could be pretty damn interesting. To your point, I think we're seeing more and more of this on the mental health side, and that's something that clearly these guys are working directly on. They've got something that went up against the placebo, like you said. Everything seems to be going extremely well. That's why they had this major reaction. I just always like to warn people, you still got to go through phase 3. You still got to get it out there to the folks to approve it. So it isn't there yet, but there's a lot of reasons to be very, very upbeat about what the future looks like for this company.